I love challenges and I love doing things that make you stronger. And Olympic weightlifting doesn't just make you physically strong, but it makes you mentally strong as well. And it teaches you grace, but strength and power at the same time. And you have to, the moments that you want to quit or give in when it gets hard, you have to tell yourself to keep on pushing, and that's the only way that you can get better and get stronger. My name is Katie Mussina. I am 22. I'm from College Station, Texas. Because Olympic weightlifting is such a big part of my life already, I just wanted to help people as much as I could with the sport. I would just see people lift in the gym, and if they had terrible form, I would literally just walk up to them and ask them, can I help you? Like, is there anything that I can do to help you? Because I have some experience under my belt. Once I started helping athletes around the gym, I decided to get USAW Level 1 certified to become a coach. And then I got super lucky with Nikki.
My name's Nicole Rindlisbacher. I'm from Stearman, Texas. I'm 20 years old and I am an early childhood major at Texas Tech. My old coach, Michael Lozano, knew that I was looking for somebody, and he had previously coached and trained with Katie. So he gave me her contact information and met up at Flatland, and we've been training there ever since.
You could tell she was really determined and willing to learn this sport, even though she wasn't very familiar with it. And I was super impressed from the beginning, but I still am, but from the beginning especially, really impressed with her drive, and she's very, very coachable. And that's not something that you come across often with younger or like college athletes. You know, sometimes it takes a little while to build the desire to learn and the desire to be better and to be stronger. And you can tell that every day she comes in the gym, she puts 110% effort into everything that she does inside the gym and outside the gym, and that's how I knew what kind of athlete she wanted to be. And it's easy to coach somebody when they want it just as bad as the coach wants them to be successful in the sport or whatever they're trying to do. So that's how where her mental game was at, and still is in the beginning when I started coaching her. But her physical abilities at the beginning, she needed some strength base for getting better at the lifts, you know. And so we pretty much just started off with strength and conditioning and just practicing with a PVC pipe and a very small barbell to get the movements down and the motions down before we actually put weight on the bar. And she's come leaps and bounds from the first day that I started training her, and I couldn't be more proud. They're much better, much better. That's good. Dip and drive, straight up. Tobias is the owner of Flatland Crossfit.
I'm Tobias Sultan. I am 23 and I'm from Shoutwater, Texas.
Tobias is very, very passionate about people, and he's passionate about making people stronger and better. And you can tell that shows in his work and when he coaches people.
You killed it.
Thanks.
I love it.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear somebody tell me like how much fitter they've gotten, or like giving me an example of like in life how they feel better because of the gym. Like that makes it worth it. Like we used to have some guys that came after a couple months, they're like, man, Tobias, like you really made it to where I can play with my grandkids again and not get tired, and I can keep up with them, and I can squat down and play with them. And it's pretty cool to see people like being able to do things they couldn't do, or like the joy they get whenever they like get a muscle up or their first pull up. So it just makes it super worth it.
He cares about safety and technique, and is just a very genuine person who loves what he does, and he's very good at what he does as well.
A lot of women that come in, they're super unconfident and they're like nervous, and you know, once they start doing this stuff, they start to feel a lot better and they are a lot more confident. And this, like the workouts we do, some of them are like, they look ridiculous and they're crazy. And I think when you do something like that, it helps you have a sense of accomplishment. You're proud of yourself, and I think that really helps a lot of women's confidence. And you see them getting a lot more confident the more fit they get.
The biggest misconception is probably like a lot of people and women think that lifting and CrossFit makes you bulky and manly, and that is not true. It makes you strong, and it makes you. I think it makes women beautiful, honestly, because strength to me is beauty, and beauty is strength, vice versa. And I think it's important for women to feel strong and happy in their skin and in their bodies, and I think that's what CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting does for women. I think it makes them happier in their own skin, and confident and strong, and having something like that to be passionate for also gives you some kind of just wonderful feeling that is irreplaceable to me.